Mic check. Mic check. Many thanks to Breaking Copyright channel for their royalty-free music. We're listening to the guitar music playlist. Here is everybody involved. And the big one. Let's correct it. There we go. This is where you can find all the music we play, all the playlists at the Breaking Copyright channel. There is everybody involved. Thank you very much for the royalty-free music. Right, where's Vegas? Yeah, Alan Sugar's gonna start. No. That one. There we go. Right, let's get rid of Sir Alan, or should we say Baroness Alan. Lady Alana. Delete. Quick look, see, down, no. Downloads. There we go. O'Brien, Australia. Oh boy. Oh boy! Wow. I don't know what that would be, other than a penis. Call me old-fashioned. Oops. He drew on his belly button. Bum, 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 bum. Hiccups again. Bum, 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 bum. Where am I? Yes. No, sausage. Oh my gosh. I'll come back to you in a second. Twitter. Tweet. Dun, 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 dun. Right, let's come back. Ding, ding. Oh my word. What do you want me to say? Right, where are we? Bodies. Boom, boom. Oop, was that it? No. Nope, none of them. Oh, that's annoying. Where on earth did I put that male chest? I wonder if it's in that. Where did I put that male figure? I can't remember. Chest. So, oh, there it is. No, it's not. That's annoying. Where have I put that picture? Chest. Oh. C. Chest. No, because I'm a dip. Mannequin. M. Oh, there it is. What a dick. Right in front of my face. Do I need another one? Nope, right, okay. Oof. What should I tell that? It's pretty low yet. No. Oh, That's annoying. What have I done? Look at it. No, there it is. Hello, Gabby. How are you? Sorry, I was looking for a picture. Body mail. I don't know what it is. Got no idea who it is. G'day Gabby, how you doing, mate? Down there in Australia. Over there in Australia. Right, let's get rid of that one. Delete. What are you gobbing off at, you? Are you coming? Can you say hello? Come on then. Oh, I'm honoured. Hello, little lady. Oh, she's beautiful. Yes. Who's a pretty. Hey baby. It's the mouse pointer, isn't it? Does it make you duck and dive? You're a nosy bear, that's what you are. You're getting big, girl. You are. Feel you on my fingers though. Used to be just a little scrap. Oh, I'm honoured that you come and sat with me, but you put me off. Yes. It was a pretty. Look at you going after that mouse pointer. You better not. Don't go on that telly. It was a pretty. How's life on my... It's noisy. Life on my side of the pond is noisy. Listen to her. She's right in my face doing that. Here's a whistle. You can whistle now. Kiss. 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 You're gonna fly, aren't you? I can see your head going. Are you off? Is that it? Are you done? See you then. Yeah. Apart from the bird shrilling in my face, yeah. Why does that picture look like that? Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Let's press that button and see what happens. There he is. Turned out nice again. I believe this is Mark McGolis, Churchy Tree Father. I heard you. Come on, give us a whistle. No, that's not a whistle, is it? Well, that was almost a whistle. Oh, come on, baby. You're nearly there. Who's a pretty? Do it, baby. Come on, do it. Oh, I love it when they're bald. He's a bit tilted, or he's got a wonky stars. Oh, he's got wonky stars. Alberti! Nearly. Go on, babe. Give us a whistle. Give us a whistle. That's not a whistle. Give us a whistle. Down. We have a kiss, kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Albie gives a whistle. That's not a whistle. Come on. Don't know what that is. Oh, nearly. Come on. Gives a whistle. Come on, you know you want to whistle, you div. Nearly, come on. Alberti. You're out again. Hey, come and say hello. Albie. Come on then. Come on. I'm not keeping my arm up here all day. Come on. Come on then. Come on. Come on then. Come on. There we go. Oh, I'm honoured. Hey, don't be nasty. Ooh, so pretty. You need to angle that tail more, Alba. Oh, that was close, Albie. Come on, you can whistle by now. I know you can. One, two, three, four. That's it. Ooh, nearly. So close, Albie. Do it, Fairball. Mark McGollis, let me go and check that name. Mark McGollis. Mark McGollis. That's what it is. Territory. Copy. Save. Paste. Mark McGollis, one. Tweet. Mark McGollis, where are you? There you are. Tree Father. Mark McGollis. That one. There we go. Oh, you're coming over again. Am I going to be honoured by your presence? Third time. Come on. Come on. Don't you go on that telly. Don't even think about going on that telly. Oh, she's beautiful. Good girl. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Who's a pretty, pretty, pretty? I don't know if she can see herself in my glasses. Is that what you're looking at? Can you see your reflection? That gets your attention, doesn't it? Right, paste. You put me off again. Albie. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful. Hey. I'll be you know better than that, don't you? Right, mark my goal list up on the list. Next. Hello, Joe Daniels. How you doing? Sorry, I was tweeting. Posting. Elon trying to brainwash me into saying the word post. Ding, ding, ding. Tweet. Twitter, you bitch. How you doing, Joe? Get rid, delete, next. It is Ronnie Ortiz Magro. Oh, that was nearly it, Alvin. Al, give us a whistle. Come on, kiddo. Yeah, but because it's a girl, she's nasty. You can't kiss her or anything. Boys, you can just do what you want with them. Kiss them, put their heads in your mouth. I don't care. This one, as soon as you go close, it nips. It got me right on the inside of the nose once. A while back. Little div. It's because she's a girl, not a boy. But apparently girls are better speakers and whistlers than boys. And I know it is true because I had a girl once by mistake. And again, she was nasty. Especially when she started laying false phantom eggs. She turned nasty during those bits. You never knew if she was going to bite you real hard. But all the boy ones are hard. Soft as. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, nearly. Have I seen the sunshine? No. It's been raining here too. I didn't touch it, no? No, I didn't. Yeah. Oof. Well, that's where I do say they do control the weather. I don't doubt it. We had a proper summer for decades, Joe. When I was little, I'm sure it's the same for you. When you was little, the summers in the 70s were unbelievable. Even into the 80s a bit, but then it just every year. Especially, I'll tell you when I noticed it. I'd have been about 21, 22. I started noticing the weather because I used to go fishing all the time. Every year I used to go fishing on this river. Right through the 6 weeks holidays when I had time off school and into my adulthood. I used to go fishing there a lot. And then one year, it just wasn't sunny. It was just always overcast and cloudy. And then that continued ever since. I think that might be one of the reasons I stopped fishing, because of the overcast weather, and it was warm but it wasn't sunny, you know, ever. It was always overcast. When it used to be sunny, when I was a boy and I used to fish that river, the fish I used to catch in the summer, in the sunshine, and then when I got older, I never used to hardly catch them like I did when I was young, you know, the big ones. And the amount of fish I used to catch. Weather has a lot to do on a fish's metabolism, etc. What year? I'd have been 21, 22. Oh god. 28 years ago. What were we in? 23? 95. That would have been when I started to notice it as a fisherman. I used to think, why aren't the summers sunny anymore? Why does the sun just pop out for 5 minutes and then go back behind cloud? But I never recognised that the cloud was wrong. It wasn't cloud like when I was growing up, like puffy clouds. There were 7 types of clouds when I was growing up. Now there's like 15 or 20 in there that made up all these new ones, because they modify the clouds, right? Shoot. That's right, the skies were proper blue. The sun shone down. And there was always a piece of white dog poo to look at. Where's the white dog poo gone? Oh yeah, they make people clean it up nowadays, so you don't see white dog poo anymore. Just one of those things in the past, Joe. Our children will never know what it's like to pick up a piece of white dog poo and lob it at your mates. Oh, well, that's game over, isn't it? Mrs. Maglo. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Things were a lot different when we were children, that's for sure. Generation X. Because they've dumbed down the masses over decades, Joe, that's the part that you just, it's almost irreversible. Because the people are so effing stupid. I bet they're like now, well, we're trying to wake them up, but no one believes us. We did such a good job on dumbing them down. We can't make them smart again. Even when we wangle it in the faces and show them that the women have got penises and the men have got mastectomy scars, etc. They can't see it. They're just so dumb. It's not dumbfounded, it's dumb. The lie was so great, they can't believe it. Same with a flat earth. The lie is so great, it's massive, isn't it? To lie about the shape of the earth. Convince people all the life that space exists and that you're on a spinning ball. And then you get hit with water level. It takes a certain amount of IQ, Joe, and they don't like it, do they? The truth, that is. They don't like the truth. Right, what's her name? I can't remember what it is. Do you know what? I've got to do that skull bit again. It's annoying me. Come here. I think it's a little bit too big. That's better. I don't think it's just that they refuse to hear, it's that they don't care, Joe. Even if they did see it, I don't think they're going to care. They don't care if they're being lied to. And I think that's what's going to anger the Heavenly Father, is that He gave you all these thoughts and emotions and people just don't care. They don't care what the truth is, how big the lie is. Either way, you shouldn't feel down, Joe. Don't feel down, you know. You're blessed. You are blessed. It's just hard for you to accept that your friends are not. It's, I don't know. I've been there, Joe, wanting my friends to see it. But the fact is, they were more like acquaintances. They weren't true friends. None of them. I don't know if the tears. It's the damage is done by the tears. That's for sure. What's his name? Is it Ronnie? 1 second. Dang it! Can't remember his name. Oh, where's them pictures? There it is. It is Ronnie. Ronnie Ortiz Magro. Ronnie Ortiz Magro. There it is. Copy. Paste. 1. Let's get rid of that hyphen. I don't like it. Save. go to Twitter. Tweet. Ronnie Ortiz Magro. Ronnie Ortiz Magro. Let's grab that, copy it, paste it 5 times the female gate it. Now it says 6. Why that says 6? So fine. And we're good to go. Tweet. Bio female. Nice. Let's come back. Hello Denise. How are you, darling? Well, they talk about NPCs, right, Joe, of non-player characters, and that's what they absolutely adhere to that namesake, don't they? They are non-player characters, Joe, and it almost is like a computer game, because they're just, I don't know. It's like the Truman Show, you know, where she keeps doing adverts in front of him. It's like that. They keep advertising the truth right in front of people, whether it be in songs or whatever. But then YouTube's not receiving enough data. Oh, shut up. Mic check. Mic check. Yeah, it's alright. Still green. Stop telling fibs. So I forgot what I was saying now. It put me off. Yeah, non-player characters. So it's almost like, you know, when you speak to people and they're not even there. You're like, oh my gosh, how can they manage day-to-day life? You know, even just tying up the shoelaces must be a problem for most of them. It's just, I've said it before, you know, the schooling can be done, all our schooling, 12 years of schooling can be done in 8 months. But yet they spread it out over 12 years, so you are kept captive on a seat, used to getting up in the morning, dressing in a uniform, going to school, and then coming back, and it's the same. As soon as you grow up, that school then swaps to a permanent workplace. There were people out there who, like, especially where I live, where the factories are, they've worked in factories all their lives, the same factory all their life, and then the factory closes down or whatever, and they just don't know what to do with themselves because of the routine that they got themselves into. You know, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Because they adhere to this routine daily, in and out, same thing, eat the same foods, watch the same news every night, the same TV show, the same rigmarole, swapping channel from ITV to BBC and then back for Corro and then back for EastEnders and over to BBC to whatever, you know, they do this every day and night, and they just, I don't know, they're just happy with it. They think that's all that there is to life. The reality of this world, like, it's the best thing Tellinger, I used to really listen to Michael Tellinger, I liked him a lot. With the Ubuntu Society, people have accepted that you work 6 days and have 1 day off, when in reality it should be work 1 day and have 6 days off. The world would operate just fine on that system, and if nobody asked for any tender, no legal tender, just bananas went from Brazil all around the world, oranges went from Seville in Spain all around the world, potatoes went from Ireland all around the world for free, so everybody had food, then you'd be left with, right, we're not starving, people need homes, and then everybody builds homes, not stacked on top of each other, of course, because there's plenty of space. They say that the earth is overpopulated. What a crock of shite that is. If the earth's overpopulated, how come the minute I drive 5 minutes in one direction, all I hit is green fields? Flat, valleys and hills, but green fields everywhere. Until I get to the next populated area, the next town or city, where people are living on top of each other, and it becomes a concrete jungle again. And then 5-10 minutes driving through that town, I've hit green fields again on my way to the next town. There is so much land, just in England alone, there is so much land. I can't imagine what it's like in Texas, in the States, where there's 50 states that are as big as countries, Joe. How much land there must be, open air land for people to live in. But no, somehow God's green and beautiful pastures became a land grab, a money grab for them to build houses on, sell them to you at an extortionate price, and the minute you kick up any fuss about it, they take that house off you. Then the realisation of the legal name game, that's when I realised what they were doing with the legal name. I was so dumbfounded by it. I was like, how could you do that? How can you get away with that? And then when I started checking by not using that name in certain situations, Joe, I realised everything that I was being told was the truth. That it's an act. Nearly everything you agree to is an act, and it requires an actor. That actor has the same name as you, apart from it, that name's copyrighted. But the minute I split that copyrighted name into its real, truthful name, the lawful name, from the family of, the whole thing goes tits up for them. Because everything they're doing is unlawful. It might be legal, but it's unlawful. Why have we got... Oh yeah, it is Alan Titchmarsh. Everything that they did to me may have been legal, but it's absolutely unlawful in the eyes of the law. That's why they used the Book of the Dead. Because if you put the Book of the Living in court, oh my gosh, end of. When they say to God in court and everything, it's not the same God. It's not even a judge. It's a banker. Well, it's a banker, it's a priest, and it's a captain of a ship. It's three things in one. Their unholy trinity, if you like, is what binds us to this. It's just a facade, right? It's just it's not real. It's just a veil in front of your eyes that they've made you think is real life. Just like you think you're on a ball and you're not. It's a veil. Once that veil's lifted, and you know you're not on that ball, it's the same when you're in court. When you realise that they're speaking from the Book of the Dead. That's how you shut every judge down. Unless you've broken a law. Which a lot of people haven't, they're just in legal courts. It's quite simple. You just ask which language you're speaking in. Are we speaking in the Oxford Dictionary? Or are we speaking in the Book of the Dead? And end of story. Every judge kicks it straight out, right? Because they're not allowed to speak in Oxford's dictionary. Otherwise, they'd become criminals, incriminating themselves by speaking in the Book of the Living, and they'd all be in prison themselves. They wouldn't be in prison, they'd be in jail, right? Prison's for a slave, and jail's for a criminal. Albert. Yeah, the first time I did it, I was in a car. I was lawfully travelling. Didn't want to speak to the officer involved. He suspended my journey for quite a while, but I was free to go. And then when it got to the courtroom, oh my gosh, that was hilarious. First time they couldn't do anything. They had to throw me out of court. I was demanding stuff, and they were just like, get out, get out. And the court was closed, by the way, 4 p.m. It was a closed court. I wasn't even speaking to a judge. That's how this works, behind closed doors, behind the veil and the curtain. And I knew I was an innocent man. There was nothing, absolutely nothing that they could do to me. And they had to release me. They did. They released me out the back doors of the court. I've never, ever, ever been released through the back doors of a court. I've gone out the front doors of a police station many times. I've gone out the front doors of a court many times. But I've never, ever, ever been released through the back door of a courtroom. And that's exactly what happened. And then when Horatio's mum accused me of beating her, it was Christmas, and all I wanted to do was give a game to Horatio, give him a game, and she was like pushing me at the front door away. You're not giving him nothing, and I just barged past and give my son a hug at Christmas. You know, that thing that she said, I'll never take him off you, I'll never stop you from seeing him. First chance she got, that's the first thing she did, stop me from seeing him, stop me from hugging my own son. So she rang up the police and said I'd assaulted her. When really I just stormed past her to give my son a hug at Christmas. But yeah, when the police came and I wouldn't give them my legal name, they locked me into the local mental institute, yeah. Because apparently I said I was Jesus at the police station, which I never did. Just made up shite like they do. I said everybody's got a bit of Jesus in them, and I've got more than most. And they said no, he said he was Jesus. I never said, I never ever. Why would I profess to be the Son of God? Are you off your tits? I don't bear false witness, particularly when it's me. So yeah, they carted me off. It only lasted 3 days. I was breaking the place apart with laughter, because that's what I do for a living, don't I? I'm a comedian, I'm a magician, I'm an entertainer, I'm a balloon bender. And I was cheering the place up too much and spitting the truth. I don't think the mental health nurses could handle the flat earth. Oh, every time they came near me, did they get flat earthed. And after 3 days, there was like, there's nothing wrong with this man. And then they said, would you like a job? Do you want to become a mental health nurse? 4 years, going to Hull University, which is like 30 miles away. But yeah, they said I'd made a great mental health nurse because of my persona with the real people in that had mental health problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alan Titchmarsh. Let me get your name. Alan Titchmarsh. There he is. What's a name that is? Titchmarsh. Right. Yes, I know. I'll just put it in the bin. I don't know why it always tells me that. Paste Alan Titchmarsh 1. Save. Tweet. Alan, where are you at? There you are. Alan Titchmarsh. Paste. Oh wait, Alan Titchmarsh. Paste. Copy. Paste. 5 times. 5 times the feeling gate. It's all of them, no exceptions. Tweet, lovely. Alberti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all many? I thought I'd done more. Right, let's come back to you guys. funniest thing that happened in there was one guy. One time I was having a ciggy in the garden where you can smoke, and he came to the window, he started bollock naked, and he was saluting me like a captain. That's one of the first memories I had of him. I was laughing my head off because he was stood starkers in his window saluting me with an hat on. And there was nasty to him. He was diabetic, so sometimes his behaviour was I've had a diabetic girlfriend, and sometimes her behaviour was bizarre, and then you realise they're fitting. They're not actually in the normal state of mind. They're having a diabetic fit, and they used to throw him around everywhere. He had purple bruises all over his arms and his legs and his chest. I felt so sorry for him. And one day he was in the garden, I could see he was exhausted by him. They pinned him down again and forced him to have his medicine. And he was sat on the bench, and I was stood over him. I rubbed his head. And I said, "Don't worry, sunshine, baby Jesus is watching over you." And he looked me up and down. He went, "I thought Jesus was taller than that." Looking at me like, Jesus. He went, "I thought Jesus was taller than that." Which, to me, it told me that, you know, he was still compos mentis. He was like 72 years old. He was at least in his late 60s. 67, 68. He was an old man. And he was being pinned down every day. And I can't remember what did it, but one morning I knew they was gonna pin him down and hit him again. I could see it. They were all gathering, congregating behind him at breakfast because he hadn't had his medicine. And I did what they shouldn't have let me do it, but I took that guy's medicine off them, which you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to give someone else's medicine to a patient. And then I did magic. I was doing magic and magicking the medicine into his cake in front of him, like showing him the tablet had vanished and then feeding it to him. And he kept laughing when I was doing it. And I think I did that about 4 times. And then they said, "You're not allowed to do it anymore." And I was so mad. But I think one of the nurses started doing the same thing. You know, just the palming of the pill and then spooning it into his mouth with a bit of chocolate cake or whatever. Get rid of Alan Titchmarsh, delete. Right, who's this? Tory Lanez. Let's have your Tory. Yeah, so I thought about it, and I thought I really couldn't. I don't think the upset of how they treat people in there sometimes is just horrific. I know a lot of them do have proper mental problems. There was a woman in there that used to just scream. And she was a big woman. She was a big African woman. And when she screamed, honestly, it was so loud. And I remember waking up one night with her screaming. And I literally got out of my bed and went steaming down the other end of the hospital wing and slept on a sofa in the TV room just to get away from the noise. It's like one flew over. It was like one flew over the cuckoo's nest because I was absolutely fine, and yet I'm surrounded by people with proper mental health issues. It made me wonder what is actually going on in this world. How these people came to be that way. I don't know if it's by medicine. I don't know if it's just by the programming, you know, but maybe it's a subconscious thing that tells them this is all bollocks and they can't react any other way but the way they do to it. I don't know. But certainly in the time that I was there, I saw a lot of really nice people Some people were just in there because they tried to commit suicide, you know. One of them was my friend. When I saw him sat there with his wrists covered up, bearing in mind this friend that I'm talking about is like my mum's friend, yeah, from when I was growing up. So this gentleman I'm looking at, he was a full-grown man when I was a boy, and there he was in his 60s, and he can't handle the world no more. It kind of broke me out a bit. Because I know the truth, Joe, yeah, because of the system, it hurt me even more knowing that he felt this way. He was a granddad at this point when he was doing this, and it didn't half scare me when you realise that even in your 60s and 70s you can be that depressed and with the world around you that you don't want to be here. I've had a couple of friends kill themselves over my lifetime. One of them came and asked for help in front of me, my brother, two of his brothers, and I was going to let him in because he was my best friend, but his brothers were like, you better not let him in. My brother was like, don't let him in, he's a smackhead, he'll nick the telly, he'll nick this, he'll nick something. But he really needed to talk to someone that day, and I got stopped by them. I should have just gone down and spoke to him regardless, but I didn't. Again, peer pressure. And he topped himself on that night time. He was only 20-something when he did that. 27, I think, same age as me. I wonder what suicide counts as in God's eyes. I wonder what it counts as, because you haven't died naturally, have you? You killed yourself. But if the world around you caused you to do that, because you're not of this world, God's surely going to show mercy, right? I've always pondered it. Is God mad with you when you kill yourself because he gave you the life and you ended it early? Maybe he had a greater purpose for you. Maybe he didn't. You'll never know if you top yourself, right? Or maybe that's how it's meant to be, and he gets to go and be with God quicker than the rest of us. I'm jealous. I never really pondered the whole death thing because of being an atheist. I never considered it because I just thought, well, you're dead, you're dead. It's blackness, it's worms eating your body. You're not going to know. You're gone, that's it, end of. The battery life in your electromagnetic system of living has died. And you go along with it. That's how I thought. But now I know it's a spirit, it's a soul that we're given. It makes me mad that I've not ignored God, but that I followed their system and that I did things that they wanted me to do that puts me in the bad books with God. All the wrong things, you know. I know I swear a lot less. since knowing God was real. I used to swear like a trooper, especially in the flat earth videos. Oh my gosh, if you'd seen the flat earth panels I used to go on, that was a nightmare. But it's because I was brought up on the streets where, especially in Grimsby, swearing's just commonplace. But it wasn't until someone actually played back a clip of me in full motion, and don't get me wrong, at the start it was funny, but then at the end, the amount of swearing was actually ruining my point, because I was so hyped up at the start of Flat Earth. I really was. When I realised that they'd changed the shape of the earth and hidden God from me, oh man, I was supercharged. I thought I could take on everyone, Joe. What's wrong with his neck? I don't know, Denise. I saw a picture of Bridget Nielsen the other day. I mean, I've used it before, but this was a full-on, I think it was one of Shawnee's pictures. It was a full-on edit of that same picture, and his neck, Bridget Nielsen's neck was just, damn! It literally looked like his head was hinged at a 45-degree angle. It looked so weird. It looked like The Thing, that movie when his head comes off. We saw that the other day, didn't we? On something else. Is this flip-flop thing more shocking? Yeah. Nothing shocked me more than this. Because all the way through Flat Earth, don't get me wrong, I was in horror that they'd hidden God from me and that the world was flat, and so many other truths I found along the way, the rabbit holes. But when I hit this rabbit hole, it was like the search was over. I'd been looking for all them years for an answer that binds everything together. I'd been thinking, at first, because of the information they're giving you, you think, oh, it's the Illuminati. The Illuminati binds them all together. And then you realise there's the Freemasons, the Jesuits, the Shiners, the Eastern Stars, they're everywhere. You're like, no, it can't be that. And you're like, oh, it must be religion. The Pope at the Vatican, the priests in the temples at the synagogues, at the mosques, you know, you're thinking, oh, it must be religion that ties them all together. Kind of does, because they're all talking about God, but that's still not the bit that binds them all together. You're like, I was just desperate after all them years through flat earthing to find those they live glasses. You know, when you put them on, you see something different. And that's exactly what it was. It was almost like taking them off. It's like the government had put they live glasses on me. And then when I took the glasses off, I could see the world and the people in it for what they actually are. And the skeletons is the biggest clue in the world. Nothing beats the skeletons, no matter which rabbit hole you've been down. This is the best one. Because once you can see the skeletons, you can then go back and look at all your truthers. You can look at all the news stories, the serial killers, the world leaders, and they all have one common trait, every single one of them, and that is that they are in the wrong skeletons. And then once you can see that, you can just bind them all together with it. I love it. It doesn't matter who I look at, Neil Armstrong, Sigourney Weaver, John Candy, President Putin, and it goes right back. I've done plenty of sculptures and faces and busts and paintings. I've skull checked paintings as well. Agreed, there's no gates to confirm what the pictures are saying, but you know as well as I do, once you've looked at enough of these pictures and enough of these triangles and where the eyes should be placed and the softness of the skin and the place and the sloping jaw, you don't need this. You don't need this skull. It's the trainees, the newbies that need these skulls to help show them what they're looking at. We just look and we see the 5 head and the rounded eyes the buck teeth, the sloping jawline. And then when we see the gait, we're guaranteed on what we was looking at the face. This binds every one of the liars together. It really does. Tory Lanez. Let me just put this one on the list. Which is why it became the most important one to me. It's the one they kept away from me. Kept me away from. There was a couple of people that told me, you know. And there was one point when I was on a Flat Earth panel show, early hours in the morning, so I was tired, but Mr. E came into the chat, and oh my gosh, I wish I'd let him on the panel. He would have, even though he wouldn't have shown me the FTMs, these drag kings, he would have shown me the drag queens, and I would have seen Patricia in that moment if he had got on the panel. But because loads of people in the chat had wrenches, they banned him. And I shouldn't have let him. I should have let Mr. E speak. But again, Mr. E could have come and spoken to all of us loads of times, right? But never did, because he's scared of the information I'm giving, which is how to spot FTMs, not just the MTFs. Oh, got it. Cancel. See, I'm not on a script. I'm not governed by these people. So at any point, I can change subject. I could turn it on them, right? And that's what terrifies them. Tory Lanez, treat. Come here. Is that how you spell his name? Tory Lanez with a Z? Tory Lanez, it is. Right, come back. Copy and paste again. Paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 female gates. It's definitely all of them. 5. And tweet. Tory Lanez added to the list. Let's come back to you guys. Delete. Next. Let's get rid of Tory Lanez. Oh no, not Paloma. Ding, 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 ding. She was my favourite female singer for years. I thought she was great. But the voice in New York, that one, I should have known. It is literally just a man in drag, I can see it, and it still miffs me that I thought it was a woman and I was attracted to her. Again, as part of the show, you're supposed to leave Earth not knowing what sins you have actually committed. So when you meet the Heavenly Creator, you're like, oh my gosh! You're not supposed to be sorry in the living. That's their idea, right? You're not supposed to be sorry for anything you did in the living until you meet him, and then it dawns on you. They lied about everything. And then God starts stripping off the sins you don't even know you've committed. And you're like, what? That would have busted me apart, meeting God and him saying, you got a love bite off a boy. No, I didn't. I'm God Almighty. I know you got a love bite off a boy. But I didn't. And shall I show you, Peter? And then he shows you what happened and you're like, oh my God. Peter, you was jacking off to men most of your life. What? Shut up, no one. It was all women. Right, let's show you the skeleton then. I'll show you them being born, Peter. Here we are as a little baby. Hindsight. Well, I kind of have foresight now because I know that when this joyride is over, I'm going to meet the creator of it all. And I'm going to be able to say, I tried my damnedest to convince people that they've been lied to, Father. Mark Twain said, it's easier to fool someone than it is to have them believe that, it's all a lie. I think that's what did it, but all them tricks that I used to do at parties and sleight of hand and spongy magic, etc. I think that kind of prepared me for the trickery that, we've experienced. I think that's why it was easy for me to see it, because I'd already been doing trickery for 20 odd years. And I was paid to do it, of course. In our cases, we didn't pay to have this done, did we? And the amount of money that's gone into this, the whole schooling, the faking of space, for you not to believe in it anymore, that's quite a miracle, don't you think? Within itself, that they've spent trillions, and I mean trillions, on globes and spaceships and all the rest of it to convince you that Earth is not on its own. That's what it's all about. Once you realise there's just Earth, you're just like, oh my. Oh my. What's up with you, squawky bollocks? Because that is basically what they did, right? They spent all their paper nothings, money, that were paid to them by the people in taxes. They spent it all back on fooling the people. The people paid to brainwash themselves. Our parents paid taxes to brainwash us at their schools, etc., etc. Same with the doctors, right? The doctors haven't got a clue of what doctoring is anymore. They just sign out pills and, I've never even liked taking Anodins when I've had an headache. I'd sooner just go through it. Very rare I take painkillers or anything. Right, let's come back. Alright. No matter how many times I've tried to answer the question, why have they done this? Why have they done all of this lying? And there's only one answer. They're hiding God. It's that simple. I mean, in the recollection, for me, of all of this lying, these people know that God's real. Why would you tempt the Lord, knowing the power that he possesses? If he can create this world, he can destroy this world. That's an almighty power. But these people just laugh and joke their way through it, right? Yep. Nuttier than squirrel shit, Joe Daniels. As my dad used to say, what's got an hazelnut in every bite? Squirrel shit. Nuttier than squirrel shit, that's all I can say. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. I still stand by Eddie Griffin's words, even though she's a flip-flop. He says, the Christians say Jesus is the messenger. The Muslims say Muhammad is the messenger. The Vedics, the Indians say that Krishna is the messenger. I say, who gives a shit who the messenger was? Did you get the message? And therein, you have an answer. Even from one of them. And I thought Eddie Griffin was the funniest man on earth. But the truth was there. Jesus said, don't worship me. Muhammad said, don't worship me. Krishna said, don't worship me. Worship the heavenly fathers. In each religion. That'd be God. In every religion. God's at the top. The hierarchy. And it's God. Pinnacle. Nothing higher. It's the Sagitta of power. There. God. These people know that God's real. Why would you even tempt him? Paloma Faith. Two first names. Tweet. Paloma Faith. There you are. Paste. That's all of them. No exceptions. 5 times. Oh, that's the wrong one. That was close. Why did I do that? Get off. Yes, I'll be. Oh my God. Why are you going to be like that for? Right, let's get rid of all of it. Oh, I've done it again. Oh, you're a mon. Oh, there we go. Right. Paloma Faith. 2 first names. go. Let's try that again. Copy. Paste. Bio mail. There we go. 5 times the mail. Gate and tweet. Thanks for playing CSI with me, Paloma. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right, let's come back. Before I get lost in Twitter. Where are we? Alberti. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, nearly. Just do it, Albie. Stop teasing me. Ding, 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 ding. Delete. Next. Jesus said they hated him first. Just remember that. They hated him first. Not you, him. Oh yeah, what was this? Let's have a look. It's a stripping moment. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Come on, grab that corner. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's looking a bit wonky to say the least. Let's have a look. What the is that? Last time I checked, women's vaginas didn't look like 2 coffee beans. He's got a coffee bean fanny. It's wonky. What is going on there? It looks like that's a testicle and that's a testicle too. And he's took the rest away. Oh my. I don't even know what to make of that. Dun, 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 dun. It's quite a wonky coffee bean. She's got Nicki Minaj fanny, that's what she's got. Nicki Minaj moves a leg over like that and a fanny does exactly the same. It shifts 14 or 15 degrees to one side. That is just not right in any terms of the matter. I don't care what you say. Let's get me pictures, because that one is going in the Hall of Fame of wonky fannies, mate. Good Lord. Just look at the abdomen on him. Uh-oh. I moved the wrong coffee bean picture. Come here. Look at his straight body. There were no babies ever in the histories of babies coming out of a pair of hips like that. Never. No, 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 no. Right, let's make that a bit bigger, because my wonky vision is just, it's not having it. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Right. I've got a yellow coffee bean for a mangina. Right, let's just get me out pictures. Sausages, where are you? Come to me. Sausage, yes, sausage. Sick. Well, that was the one. Should have gone Specsavers. Why not? Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Right, let's play ball. How big is a whistle? I don't even know what this is. Does anybody know what that is? The picture ain't got a name on it. I know it has. Let's have a quick look, see. Let's have a look. Downloads. Tell me you got a name. Nope. Nope. It doesn't tell me who it is. Never mind. I don't care. Alberti, you little fairball. Hey T.I. Cross, how you doing? Many blessings. Things that make you go, Listen to that squawking little I swear down, Albie, you better stop. I'll cover you up. The wings open. Yeah. Are you mad at something? What are you mad at? He's got his wings out. She's got a wing out. Matron. Let's have a look. Gareth Bale. I wonder if he's related to Christian Bale. He's got that psychotic Sam Paco look in his eyes. He looks like someone I know. A boxer. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yes, it is a test, Joe. I totally agree. It's exactly as that book told me it is, and I shouldn't listen to that book, as people say, but I do listen to it because I know there's truth in there. But I also know that the Masons wrote it and they put their lies in there. The written word written by man is not the word of God. The word of God stands on its own. It needs no protecting. It is exactly what it is, the truth. Well, that's game over, isn't it, Gareth? I heard you, Albie. Do it again. Look at your fat head listening to that. Yeah, right, let's go. Next. Sounds like a ratio's awake. Oh, it could be next door. You got a whistle for us all? I'll be. Boom. I've got to ask Matt 1 second. Matt. Sorry, I'm back. I had to tell the neighbour something. Right, okay, let's continue. Gareth Bale. Did the music stop? How long's the music been off? I didn't even pay attention. You preening. Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. He never went away, Joe. That's the thing. Jesus never went away. He was risen again, right? You mean comes back to finish off this world? I don't know. When God's patience runs out. Whichever lie does it, something's going to trigger God, and that'll be the end of it. Hasta la vista, baby. Last time they triggered him, he sent a flood. Tweet, Gareth Bale. So, Barbie, what flustered you? All of them. Boom, 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 boom. Right, get off my screen, get off, Bale. Delete. Delete. Next. Oh my gosh, if I move that picture one more time, give me that skull, you div. I didn't move it, did I? Did I change it? No. is a whistle, Albie? Dun, 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 dun. Tightrope walker. Right, I'm done. Jack Osborne, let's put you on the list. Oh my gosh, I'm chesty. There is only you and Denise. What do you mean? Right, Jack Osborne, get his name, you div. Jack Osborne, there we go. Copy. Paste. Juan. Come back. Tweet. What's his name? Jack Osborne. Paste. Space. Just take that one, copy, paste, return, and 5. Tweet. Pardon me. Save. Oh, why is he going to do that? I'll be the fair boy. I think it's about being both. I think the whole concept is just a lie, you know. It's just that they can pull this off. The thing is, once you know about the human body, it's very, very hard to fool you again, right? Which is what I think the purpose of this test all is, Joe. Russell. That you can tell a lie from the truth, Joe. That you can tell a ball earth from a flat earth. That you can tell a man from a woman. That you can tell a real animal from a made-up animal. The list is endless. The test. It doesn't want anybody just to be able to get into heaven, right? Turn that place into the shit show that's down here. Not happening. Not in God's house. Kurt Russell. 3, 4, 5. Kate Russell, female, 5 gates done. Yep, 2 sides in this, I agree. Gods or Satans, pick and choose. Where's my page change? There we go. Look at this, Joe. Manic much? Manic? All I asked for was a gate. I just said, show us your gate. It's not manic to ask for a gate, is it? Manic, man I see. Let's come back. No, that was decided to leave me a message this time. It's hardly manic, is it, to ask for a gate? Just shows your gate. It's not my fault they all get caught out. It's not my fault. If they didn't tell lies, they wouldn't get caught out, would they? Just tell the truth. Tell the truth, fellas. And you won't be in any trouble, will you? You won't have nothing to defend. said I was manic. I just showed it on screen. You're a big old dude, Paula Yates. Right, thanks for playing CS. Paula Yates. Did I post that picture? Right, I'm gonna go play some ships in Call of Duty. I will be back on. Did I reply? No, I didn't reply, Joe Daniels. I told you I don't get involved in their drama. I can't be asked. I'll be back later on with some live requests, Thursday Night Live. Thanks for watching and keeping me company, Joe and Denise, Marlies. Have a nice day, and remember, God loves you, He truly does. And you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy. Well, thanks for watching. There's the message, Joe. Look, manic much. Shows you go.